Hi, my name is Jayme Lemke. I'm an economist with the Mercatus Center, and I'm here on behalf of the Equal Freedom Institute to share some information about the 18th century Enlightenment era philosopher, feminist pioneer, and something of a personal hero, Mary Wollstonecraft. Wollstonecraft is sometimes considered the mother of liberal feminism. Liberal here, of course, not referring to particular political parties or particular policies, but in the long run sense of a commitment to liberty, equality, and justice. Wollstonecraft was a vicious critic of tradition for tradition's sake. She opposed the famous conservative Edmund Burke, who she saw as upholding hierarchy and authority over freedom, equality, and the ability of people to govern themselves. Whereas Burke cautioned against the revolutionary spirit of their age, the late 18th century, Wollstonecraft embraced the democratic vision of a people free to choose their own government, which of course was also connected in her mind to the ability of a woman free to choose her own life within a marriage that could have otherwise become authoritarian. Her most remembered book today is A Vindication of the Rights of Woman. In this book, she makes an impassioned argument in favor of women's education and equal rights, which she sees as going hand in hand. Wollstonecraft's view was that women of her time were educated solely to be appealing as wives. Since married women at the time were under the legal and economic control of their husbands, this meant women were trained to obey and men were trained to command. Not good for either. Wollstonecraft believed both of these practices stunted the moral development of the sexes, of all people, and was fundamentally incompatible with a free society. Women needed to be taught as if they were free and equal, because they are. Men and women could then communicate with each other under conditions of mutual respect, and then and only then could a society of free and responsible individuals become reality. Wollstonecraft wrote quite a bit considering her career as a novelist, a translator, and a philosophical writer only lasted about 10 years. Unfortunately, she died before age 40 during the birth of her daughter, Mary Shelley, we think due to poor hygiene on the part of the doctor. And we have no idea how much else she could have contributed to the tradition of liberalism if she hadn't met this fate like so many other women. I like to think Wollstonecraft would have been pleased with what women have accomplished in the past 230 years. But given her character as an outspoken critic and even a rebel, I think it more likely she would be challenging us to continue to look beyond our social conventions and identify ways that we're preventing ourselves and preventing each other from becoming free.